landed yesterday, it made me miss Pennsylvania. I don't know what it is that I miss, but being here does feel like, for me, home. I think nothing since leaving Pennsylvania has felt like home. But this is always felt like home. It has been a little over 15 years since I've been back in these stomping grounds. We are in Indiana, Pennsylvania, where I went to school. IUP. Graduated in 2013. I haven't been back since. So we are back in Pennsylvania. We're knocking out a 5-mile run this morning. After we knock out that 5-mile run on some beautiful country roads, we're actually going back to IUP. I'm going to show the BPN crew and Steph where BPN started, the old stomping grounds. Like I said, I haven't been back for a long time, so I don't know what it looks like. And then we're going into Pittsburgh because tomorrow we have a run to kick off our partnership with the Pittsburgh Marathon that's happening in May of 2026. So there's a lot going on, a lot to talk about. There's a lot of story here in central and western Pennsylvania. This is where BPN started. This is where I grew up. Like this scenery, this terrain, this is so familiar to me, and it feels really good to be back here. This does feel like home. This is home. So we're kicking off 5 miles. We got my boy here, Nathan French, Pennsylvania native.
That's all right.
And this is a great day to run. This is a great day. Blue skies are out. Birds are chirping. Deers are mating. Boys are running. Let's go. I have a greater appreciation now for Pennsylvania than I did when I graduated college.
Yeah.
You know, when you graduate college, you're growing up. You just want to get out of your hometown.
Yeah.
And then, as I become older and started a family, and reflecting back on like what it was like growing up here in my childhood, I have a greater respect and appreciation for this area in that lifestyle of the way we grew up.
Yeah. Yeah. I relate a lot. That's what drew me back. It's just like you crave that small town feel and like just genuine people. It's quiet.
It's quiet. It's special.
Yeah.
And it's beautiful out here. I'm telling you, we gotta find some Scrapple. Have you ever had Scrapple?
I don't like Scrapple.
Let's find a diner.
I think
someone's like, we gotta find squirrel.
We're getting some Scrapple.
Any diner, you can get Scrapple.
Let's go to a diner after this. Just Scrapple, nothing else. I can't wait for this lift later. This gym is gonna be sick.
Did you bring a pump supplement?
Yeah, I've been loving.
No, not the new ones.
I've been loving lifting.
Same.
It feels so good. I was telling Trey, like, when I finish a lift, I have so much energy. Like, it just feels like, at first, it drained my energy coming off the Ironman prep, but now I just feel so good.
Dude, that's what I'm saying. After this, we'll do some pancakes. Let's load up on carbs. We need those pumps to be extra juicy today. Pancake and Scrapple pumps.
Came to the world, to the wild, no place for child. Use my voice to hide with the ghouls of night.
I've put anything on the calendar.
In the dying light, I had to learn to get what I need in the dark. Empty instincts all guiding me like a beast to some blood, and I can't get enough.
It just is nice here. You don't have to feel like your worth is tied to how you perform.
Gotta do that, man.
Yeah.
He says that my yoke is easy, the burden is light.
That's in Matthew, right?
Yep.
I'm my mother's child. I'm my father's son. It took me a while, but my time has come to be born again.
Give me this hill.
To be born.
This like your first run in Texas, man.
Yeah.
Remember that one?
It was like 80 degrees hotter.
Take the hill!
Running scared in between what I hate and what I need. So you and enemy are both trying to take my soul. And I can't hide no more. I cry at your feet, wounded for me, and all of the monsters in me. But here in your light, we can begin again. I'm my mother's child. I'm my father's son. It took me a while, but my time is come. I'm my mother's child. I'm my father's son. Lord, took me a while, but my time has come to be born again. To be born
All right, we got 5 miles. What do we pace there? 7:33 minute per mile pace. 37 minutes, 47 seconds. 47, 5 miles, 7:33 pace. Not a flat course. The hills were humbling, but it was beautiful. 5 great miles shared with the brother back in the stomping grounds of Pennsylvania. So now we're gonna get some food, and then we're going to IUP, where it all started. So we're about to pull up on Philadelphia Street. Philadelphia Street it's where I lived my junior and senior year of college. After we eat breakfast, we'll go check out where my apartment was, but it was like above the second floor off Philadelphia Street. You entered through an alley. Our door to our apartment complex didn't have a lock. I remember my bike was stolen one year. I had a bike. To be honest, I don't recognize where I'm at right now. I know we're close, but it's been so long. And a lot of these back streets we ran when I was in ROTC. So running for me back then was because I had to, not because I wanted to. 9th Street Deli.
Good.
This is a great deli, 9th Street Deli.
Yeah, that looks good.
Okay, I'm now starting to orient myself.
I can tell there's like some new buildings.
This is a really good deli. We should consider going here for lunch. This is the main street of Indiana. Oh my gosh, Gingerbread Man Running Company. I remember that running store. It's still here. All right, are you guys ready to see where it all started? So this is where it all started. Over 15 years ago. And that window right there, that was my apartment. Enter the door over here. Me and 4 other guys would come down this alley every day in through our door, lived here. And that was my window that I looked down of when I was starting BPN in 2012. And I haven't been back here since graduating. I always park right here. I think I remember when our first production order of flight was ordered. I ordered it sitting in this apartment. And it got shipped to my parents' house in Pennsylvania. So on the weekends, I'd go back to Pennsylvania to pick up inventory, boxes. I'd park right here. I had a red Chevy Cobalt. I'd open up my red Chevy Cobalt trunk and I'd carry boxes up these stairs to my room. I mean, I vividly remember the whole process of starting BPN here. I remember what my room looked like. You'd walk into my room. My desk was right here. I built my own bed frame because when we took over this apartment, there was no furniture, but they gave us mattresses. So I went to Lowe's. I got 2x4s. I built my own bed frame out. Bed frame was here. Desk, dresser. And next to my desk, I had like my order fulfillment station set up. I literally remember sitting at my desk, and at that time, took out a $20,000 loan with USAA, placed a production order with a manufacturer in California. I had 12 weeks from the time we placed the production order until we received the inventory. During that time, I had a friend design our logo and labels for free. I had I say friend, but it was an acquaintance who was building websites for people, build a website for us. You could only pay for your order on our website through PayPal. That's how we received payments. And I remember sitting at the desk getting the first version of the website sent over. And I called my dad and I told my dad, we're gonna make $1 million this year. And he said the famous words of, Nick, if it was that easy, everyone would do it. And we did $20,000 in revenue. But I would pack orders in that room. And then on my way to class, I'd come out of that door, I'd walk to class, or I'd drive to class. I'd stop at the post office and I'd drop off the 1 or 2 boxes every week at the post office.
Bootstrapped.
Truly bootstrapped. There were a lot of moments sitting in that room right there where everyone told me, don't start a supplement company because it is one of the most competitive markets to break through, and you will never do it. You will never, I heard you will never so many times. And I never did to prove these people wrong, I just didn't care. Because I believed. And what I love about the journey too is BPN was started before any of the BPN social media platforms were ever started. I didn't start creating content until 2014. I love the fact that the business was started 2 years prior. And creating content was like a last resort effort to try to keep the business alive. And that ended up working and paying off.
What was the first product? Like,
Flight.
was it the Punchberry
Yeah.
with the BARE?
Yeah, Flight. I ordered 500 units. That's all I could afford. That's what I needed the loan. There was a minimum order quantity with the manufacturer, 500 units. Punch berry flavor, BAREY. A lot of people didn't pick up on the pun. There were a lot of emails saying you spelled berry wrong. Said intentionally. And then we launched Intraflight, our branched chain amino acid product, and then creatine, and then Endopump. I've always loved product development. It's my favorite part of building a business, the supplement business. I love product. You know, I reflect back now on what my childhood, what growing up in Pennsylvania meant and means to me. It's hard work. I learned hard work here. I witnessed hard work. I watched my family work really hard to build their lives and their careers. And those values, those lessons, they were instilled in me here in PA. Grew up in central Pennsylvania, went to school here at IUP in western Pennsylvania, and I learned a lot from the area. I learned a lot from experience. I learned a lot from people. But it all started right here. Our roots started in Pennsylvania. And that's why this partnership with the Pittsburgh Marathon means so much to me and so much to us. This is our founding story. This is where it all began. So to come back here to be the on-course nutrition sponsor of the Pittsburgh Marathon in May of 2026, it's not just this random race that we want to be a part of. There's a reason, there's a story, there's a connection. It's part of and always will be part of who we are and what we do. And those values, hard work, discipline, commitment, consistency, those all started right here. That's what this partnership with the Pittsburgh Marathon means to us, and that's why we're doing it. So I spent a lot of time here, which is called Pierce Hall. Pierce Hall is the Army ROTC department building. So I'd be here every morning for PT. We'd have classes here every week. We'd have a lab every Thursday. And when I want to say my freshman year, I started, I was on the Ranger Challenge team. So being on the Ranger Challenge team, we had additional PT sessions. We were training for competitions. We were pushed to a higher standard. And it was challenging. I mean, we had this instructor, his name was Captain Engove at the time. And this guy was an absolute machine. And I was really inspired by Captain Engove. I've never come across someone in my life before who was in this type of shape, in conditioning. Strong, fast, crazy endurance. I mean, he was, like, for me, the definition and aspiration of the hybrid athlete. He was jacked, he was strong, he was fast, he could run miles upon miles upon miles. Extremely disciplined, extremely consistent, and very committed. He, for me, Captain Engove, was the example. He set the standard. And a huge role model for me. Not just from an athletic performance perspective, but as a leader, as a man. Amazing role model who truly did, like, shape the trajectory of my life. And he led the Ranger Challenge team, and I was on that team here in ROTC. I learned a lot. You know, even as I'm just, like, speaking in real time, reflecting, he played a huge part of my life. This building played a huge part of my life. This was my first exposure to true, trained, experienced leaders. And being able to work under and be trained by some of the military officers and non-commissioned officers who worked here during my time, it really did shape me into the man I am today. And building BPN and what I did in the Army, and even me as a husband, a father, an executive now. Like, this building, this place, not just IEP, but Pierce Hall in the Army ROTC department, played a huge role in my life. Look at this. I was here when they built the town. Isn't this cool?
Yeah. How many people were there?
So, I mean, we went through actually, like, PT in here.
But how many of you guys in general, though?
In this room?
Well, no, just like that you would,
In
come here with.
In the ROTC program? Yeah. Like 120 people?
Oh, so not a lot.
Probably 120 people in the program. But we would do, like, height and weight standards in here. And you could work out in here, but most people went to the school gym. But a lot of the cadre would use this and work out in here during the day or after work. The people in this building, in 2012 when I said I was starting BPN, same thing goes for the people in this building and the people at Fort Hood in my platoon. all these other people were telling me, you won't, you can't, you shouldn't. All the people in this building always said, you should, you will, you can. Fort Hood, everyone in my platoon, you will, you should, you can. Those are the people, like these are the people who kept me going. We're hosting an event in Pittsburgh tomorrow.
Okay, yeah.
It's a kickoff run for Pittsburgh Marathon.
That's right.
So we got to come into IUP to
To
tour.
recheck it out, yeah.
And I was like, let's just see if the ROTC building is open.
Oh, it's always open.
That's awesome. I actually forgot all about how much time I spent down
You were
here until I just walked in here. Yeah, because as MS4, as a senior, you kind of like spend most of your time here because you have a larger role within the program. And you spend like time down here building out like op boards and PT programs and all the training. And I forgot, literally until I walked in here, I was like, I forgot I actually spent a lot of time in here.
That's insane.
I mean, this is definitely not changed.
Yeah, come on, check it out. See what you want to see.
Hard part about like ROTC departments is you have some of the older stuff and newer stuff. You have all these different types of camo over the years. So when you join the program, you get a box here. And as you contract, which is when you commit to the program and you decide you want to go into the military upon graduation, your box gets opened up. And you can see in these boxes that are opened up, there's the second lieutenant rank and the U.S. insignia. And then once you get your branch, which when the seniors get their branches towards the end of their time in the ROTC program, their branches will get pinned in the back of their box. So you can see like some of these cadets already have their branch insignia attached, which is for all the people in the nursing program. But when I was a MS4, which is a senior, and my box was opened up and I got my branch being infantry, I had the cross rifles in the back, the second lieutenant rank, the U.S. insignia, my name on the box. But you can see this as you progress over the years. Freshman, sophomore, junior, senior, your box becomes opened and your branch insignia gets pinned to the back of the box.
Wherever you want to leave your mark. That's already. I already got my own good one more here, so that's perfect.
So I had to present PT plan to the commander, and it was in this room. And I was presenting a fartlek, which is F-A-R-L-E-K, fartlek. I think that's how you spell it. Run. But I put it on the screen as fartlick. F-A-R-T-L-I-C-K. And I was presenting this, and everyone just started dying. Fartlick. It's the jacket, dude.
Take the jacket off.
Come on! Ranger, lead the way.
Okay, okay. There you go.
Who's up next?
Oh, they got high.
There he is. Light as a feather.
That was easy.
Yeah, it's because I'm 155, bro.
You made that look easy.
So we found what might be the coolest gym I have ever been in. It is called Exercise Warehouse. It's in Pittsburgh. It's right outside of the city. Everything from the look, the feel, old brick walls, some of the best equipment. Like the old equipment, this stuff is probably 30, 40 years old, some of it. Some of the older equipment, like the old Cybex machines, they just hit so well. I've never been in a gym like this. It is old school, it is raw, it is real. So French and I were hitting a back and biceps workout today, I could spend probably 6 hours training here. One day, if I build a public gym, I want it to look and feel like this. Curating old strength bodybuilding pieces. The walls are covered in old trophies and posters and flags. Having exposed ceilings. This is beautiful. You don't find this very many places. I've been searching for a gym like this to train at essentially my entire life, and right here outside of Pittsburgh. So we're about to jump into the workout. High volume, high intensity, getting after it. It's gonna be a good one. There you go. I have found that having a training partner in strength training can make a huge difference in the effort that you apply to that workout. Like me and French right now, we can push each other well beyond what we might be able to do on our own. Not just from like a motivated perspective, but forced reps. So I can knock out maybe 10 reps. You know, we're doing lat pull downs right now. He can help me get 3 or 4 more sets by pulling down that weight. And what we're gonna do in this last set is drop sets. So I'll do as many reps as possible. He'll drop the weight by like 30 pounds, and I'll do as many reps as possible with that reduced weight. I don't do many drop sets or supersets anymore, but occasionally it's a great way to force volume and intensity.
Come on. Here you go. Reverse starts. Come on.
Yeah, this Body Master stuff is really good.
Come on. 2, 3. Come on. There you go. Come on.
Track that back. Come on. Yeah. You know, something that makes bodybuilding training so unique, and I've heard this from someone before, it's not my original words, and I forget where I heard it from, but when you're in a gym training for hypertrophy, bodybuilding, you're chasing a pump, it is the one form of exercise that gives you a transient look into the future. You know, when you're training in this style and blood is moving the muscles, you get a pump, you look and feel bigger. You can see if I keep training, if I keep putting in the work, if I stay disciplined on my diet, I will look like this. Bigger, more pumped, more filled out. It is one of the only forms of exercise that provide that transient look into the future. And it's addicting. And it's one of the reasons I love bodybuilding style training. It is the pump, it is the feel, it is the experience. It's like, it is my favorite way to train. Yeah. It's like these older machines and older weights were designed in a more challenging way. It's almost like the new machines and new weights have made it easier. You know, there's a time and place to like really put some intensity into practice, like today. It's hard to do this day in, day out with strength training, but every once in a while having a training partner or someone to lift with to really push. I mean, we'll feel this tomorrow. Yeah. It's not just the weight that provides the stimulus. It's like right here. You know, pushing yourself, having someone push you.
Time to grow, come on. Come on. There you go, come on.
So right now we are in Dick's Sporting Good. And one of the reasons we're in Dick's Sporting Good right now is because they are one of our retail partners. They carry all of the BPN Go Gels. And at your local Dick's Sporting Good, it's typically displayed up by the checkout section. We are the best performing endurance gel in Dick's Sporting Good. This is a retail partner that we're really trying to invest into our foreseeable future and build a really strong relationship with, not just with our endurance gel, but also with our other products as well. Now, Dick's Sporting Good is headquartered here in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, and they are the main sponsor of the Pittsburgh Marathon. So it is the Dick's Sporting Good Pittsburgh Marathon. And with us being the on-course nutrition sponsor of the Pittsburgh Marathon, as well as being a retail partner of Dick's Sporting Good, there is this relationship between us, Dick's, and the Pittsburgh Marathon. And that's part of our strategy and reason behind being the on-course nutrition sponsor of the marathon come May. So if you are looking to get your endurance gels, your BPN Go Gels in a retail store, and you have a Dick's Sporting Good around you, just know they carry all of our gels, and we would love if you guys would help support us by going and purchasing them in retail, because it helps us build that relationship and then get more products into retailers like Dick's in the future. But this is a retailer, this is a partner, this is a relationship, like I said, that we're truly investing into going into this next year and the next couple years, because we see a lot of potential with growth.
It's just really amazing to me, like, where everything's going towards online shopping and retailers are closing doors and trying to push people online and whatnot. Like, they're taking the opposite approach. Like you said, being disruptive and being like, no, we're going to drive people into our doors. We're going to give them the best shopping experience possible. Everyone you talk to in this store, all of their employees are incredibly kind and helpful, and everything's displayed super well. So I'm like proud and honored to be in this store. Like, it's incredible. They're doing the right thing, and it's going to be an amazing next decade with Dick's Sporting Goods.
I mean, this is one of the most impressive, it is the most impressive sporting goods stores that I've ever been into, in terms of like layout, structure, intentionality, curated product offerings.
Yeah.
Even like that Yeti display that was down there.
Yeah.
Incredible.
Well, that's the thing about them too, is like, it's premium offering, premium quality. So for like us to be included is super intentional and like means a lot. Like they're not just looking for brands to try and move. They want the best for their consumer.
One of our goals, we're launching the Strength Collection, and Hope runs all of our retail accounts. That's maintaining and managing our current accounts and velocities, and then growing into new retail opportunities. But as we launch the Strength Collection come this summer, 2026, which is going to be our system, our pre, our pump, and our post, our goal is to get that Strength Collection into Dick's Sporting Goods. And it'd be really cool if there was a display where it was BPN, pre, pump, and post, a very clear system of how to use these three products around your strength training. That's what we're working towards. And that's what we would love to do come summer of 2026. But it takes time. You got to build these relationships and earn the opportunities. All right, team, bring it in. Grab yourself some. Yep. Pack it, pinch it, lip it. Throw it in there. All right. Play ball. Let's go.
I think I feel Buzz ready.
Buzz is crazy. I'm floating.
Already popped.
French is good.
I gotta restart. Hold on.
How's the weed?
Is it good?
No.
It is Saturday morning, and we are getting ready to head into downtown for what is the kickoff run for the Pittsburgh Marathon. Now, the Pittsburgh Marathon doesn't happen until May 3rd, 2026. But every year they have a kickoff run, which is in January, in preparation for everyone's big training block for the race in a few months. There is a 5K and a 10K option. So I'm super excited for this morning. And as I reflect on yesterday and the last couple of days of being back in Pennsylvania, I've had a lot of feelings, thoughts, and emotions. You know, I spent my first 23 years of life here in Pennsylvania. And the foundation of what my life has become happened here. And as we landed in Pittsburgh, I just had this feeling and this reminder that Pennsylvania for me, it is foundationally built off of hard work. People that I know, people in my life, my family, really hard workers that set the standard for me and held the standard for me to be exposed to and learn from. I mean, my grandfather is a great example of that. Dairy farmer, central Pennsylvania, extremely hardworking man. I learned a lot from him. I learned a lot from a lot of people that have contributed to the man that I am today. And we get a lot of opportunities with BPN to be a part of races, sponsor races. And to be honest, we say no to a lot of those opportunities because they can become distractions. There's opportunity cost of where you spend your time and your money and resources. But the Pittsburgh Marathon, when we were presented that opportunity, it all made sense. It is so closely tied to and rooted to the brand, our story, our core values, discipline, hard work, commitment, consistency, especially the city of Pittsburgh and the history of the city of Pittsburgh. So we're super excited about this year. We're going to be the on-course nutrition sponsor of 2 races this year. That is the Austin Marathon in February and then the Pittsburgh Marathon in May. And today kicks off the Pittsburgh Marathon prep. And for me, it's so much more than just another race. It's part of our story. It's part of our values. It's part of much of the reason we are where we are today.
We are at the kickoff run. I will say, working with the P3R team who hosts the Pittsburgh Marathon has been absolutely amazing. Up until this point, great partnerships, great partners, amazing people. They've been helping us help all the people who are utilizing BPN products this morning. We have a new booth set up for this race and this activation. We're handing out GUM Sport Plus RTDs. We're handing out Go Gels, which we'll have on course. There's a lot of people here. There's a lot of product moving out of this display, which is great to see. So far, huge activation. I didn't expect this many people to be here for a kickoff run, but it's awesome to see. Absolutely amazing. Unfortunately, we gotta start breaking down and heading out. I would love to stay here for the next couple hours and talk to everyone, but unfortunately, in most of these events, we have to end up doing this because it's like we just ran out of time. But I really appreciate all you guys coming out and traveling, whether it was 5 minutes away or 3 hours away, or you flew in. I talked to people who flew in for this today, and you guys mean so much to us. Like, we cannot do what we're doing without the support from you guys. And I really, really appreciate that. Like, truly. I don't know probably any of you guys, but I promise you, I love you. I really do. I love you guys. And we're really excited to be back here in May and log more miles with you guys. And when we come back in May, we'll be here for a full week. We're gonna do brand activations and community events. It'll be much bigger than what we're doing right now. So come May, we'll have the marathon, whether you're on the half or the full. We want to put together lifting events at gyms in the local area.
Oh, yeah.
There you go. Hi, baby. Different types of events. Like we're doing it big here in May. And we don't sponsor many marathons or races. We do the Austin Marathon every year, and now we're doing the Pittsburgh Marathon because Pittsburgh does mean a lot to us. Like it is really part of our DNA and where we got started back in 2012. Yesterday, me and the team were in Indiana, Pennsylvania at IEP where it all started, and they got to see the apartment where BPN was founded. Anyway, like my one piece of encouraging advice that I want to share with you guys that I had the realization yesterday I share with them was a lot of times people think that this greatness begins with like all this money and in this big building with all these people. But if you look at some of the world's greatest entrepreneurs and world leaders and business owners, like they started in a garage. Like Jeff Bezos started Amazon in a garage. And look what it is today. And BPN, while not as big as Amazon, started in a small apartment complex in Indiana, Pennsylvania. I never thought it would become what it is today. And the fact that I can come to Pittsburgh after living in Texas for over 10 years and seeing BPN hats everywhere, it feels really good, I will tell you that. It's amazing. And anyone standing here next to me right now can do the same thing. You don't have to build a business, but you can pursue greatness. And that's the truth, that's the reality. So never undermine what you can do and accomplish. When it comes to the marathon, my first marathon was 3:57, then I ran 4:15, and I wanted to run sub 3, and everyone said you couldn't. And I eventually ran 2:39, right? Like, that's just running. But when I started BPN in 2012, everyone said you couldn't, you shouldn't, you won't. And we did it. And like, you guys can do the same exact thing. I just want to share that with you because I meet so many people who they put this glass ceiling on what they can do and accomplish, and it's so unfortunate to see because anyone can achieve absolute greatness. Like people at BPN, I've seen grown more than like I could have ever imagined. Everyone, Landry, Trey, Yoli. Like when I first met Yoli, the dude could barely touch a camera, and like his first time shooting with me, he dropped the camera on the ground in the truck, and now he's making movies. You know, like, you can do so much. And I'm really excited to spend more time with you guys come May. We love this city. We've enjoyed it. Boys and girls got to experience Permane Brothers last night. And I just want to say I appreciate you guys. So, you know, we're about to head out. I'll spend more time with you guys in May. But if we do want to get like a big go on more chant together, I think that'd be pretty cool to send off, right? All right, so get really close. I want to feel your love, baby. All right, I'll count it off. 1, 2, 3, and then a big going more. All right. All right, here we go. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Go one more. All right, love you guys. Appreciate you. I'll see you in May.
That's right, friends. Big shout out to Nick Bear and Air Performance Nutrition. Thank you guys for all being partners with Dick's Sporting Goods Pittsburgh Marathon weekend of events. Just adding a lot of energy here. Clearly a big following, a big support for that group. And